So you obviously, like when you're applying for jobs, you'll have friends around you applying for the same jobs. So they'll have interviews maybe a couple of days before you, after you, stuff like that. So ask them what questions they got asked. Online, there's also, I think, what's that site? I forgot. Like if you put it into Google, like IBM interview questions, there are a couple of sites which are really good. I'm forgetting their names right now, but I could get those names across to you. Which I think Glassdoor is one. Glassdoor has questions, interview questions, which are pretty sometimes spot on. So maybe go through Glassdoor 4-5 pages. Just put it into Google, see on Quora, see everywhere around what's being asked. Also, every company doesn't have the same technical level, so it's not like you're going to get super tough questions in every company. Startups sometimes are very stringent and they ask super tough things. Banking, the very specialized people like hedge funds and all ask crazy questions. No other people I know ask like super crazy tough questions. They're very logical. An interview is a conversation. It's really tough to grasp this, but it is what it is. And yeah, I feel like if you just prepare enough, do a little bit research maybe for 2 days before your company interview for that company itself. And other than that, like do general coding, LeetCode, CTCI, like general stuff. So it's tough to quantify that, right? Because I was preparing for like, let's say 2 months for other companies also, right? And it's not like they're individual. So like at the end of it, you're learning how to code, you're learning algorithms and data structures. So like that's making your concepts better, and that helps you throughout all companies. Probably for Google specific, I must have studied for like 4 days. Like specific Google stuff. But other than that, it was just like, I kind of got lucky because my Google interview came at the end of my interview season. So I had been doing this for like, let's say 3-4 months before that. So it kind of got lucky that way. But yeah, so I feel like it's very tough to judge what question you're going to get, right? There are like thousands of questions possible. So don't try to concentrate too much on like, this is what they're going to ask. Like just be general and good in your concepts and try and getting that first, and then do company specific things for like maybe like a week before your actual interview. Thresholds for GRE at Georgia Tech, I haven't seen any thresholds. I know people I think the lowest guy I know is 322. I don't know if that's a threshold, but I don't specifically think there is a threshold as such. It's more about like overall profile. Job openings were there for non-PhD students in machine learning. So there are job openings in non-PhD guys, a little lesser than PhD folks. Also, like in big companies, like if you say like a Facebook or a Google, you don't apply for like any specific field. You apply for software engineering. You get through coding as in general, get a job, and then you get matched with teams who may be machine learning teams. So if you're willing and okay with working in a non-machine learning field, I would suggest going down that path, applying for a software engineering role in a big company, and then trying to find a match of a team internally, which is more machine learning. Because that's what I did. What do I wish I had done in those 3 months? Competitive coding. So I feel like just getting a head start on like job search, like by doing competitive coding really helps. It'll really help you when you come here and people are scrambling around you and you have like a thing to, like a backup thing that you have done before. Do you know any jobs? Industrial? Sorry, no idea about industrial. What about applied ML? Applied ML is a little more common. It depends on how you define applied ML. I did kind of like an applied ML internship, but again, that I applied for a general software thing and happened to get an ML team. Applied ML jobs you will find, but even if you want those jobs, I would suggest doing some research in ML, getting, like some work experience in it when you come here. It can be like with a professor, some random project, Kaggle, anything, but just try getting as much experience if you're very set on doing applied ML. Systems might be advantaged compared to ML. No, I don't think job search, like anything's an advantage compared to anything else. And like, I would like from a personal experience, don't go with like what's more hot in the market. You will get bored very quick. Like you will start hating it one semester down the line. Your grades will decline if you're not doing something you like. Like just go with what you like. And yes, if you feel there might not be as many jobs in that, take some courses which are not in that field and in some like better known fields. Like if it's very niche, I think in CS in general, every field has jobs. It's just like no one has less or more. And yeah, I just don't think that's a... So don't do your specialization based on job search. Do your specialization based on what you actually like to do.